little Yorkshire puddings. I'm back. Went to a coming down to a place that I came, well, I shot my last video really, to be absolutely honest about it. Well, one of two videos. They're all shot in one day, starting at one location and heading to another. I said that I'd come down to this place and we'd have a look at winter time when all the shrubbery and plants have receded. Anyway, here we are. We're back down at this old Halifax railway station. So, if you remember, if you've seen the video, I'll link it somewhere. I came down here in summer last year. Yep, we're into 2026. Came down here in summer last year, and what we really wanted to do was have a look around the back of the building. But they're all overgrown. I had the dog with me. You know, overgrown is one thing, but I've got to think about the dog's safety. And while we're on about the dog, so thankfully, Doctor is still with us. He's doing alright, but as the missus says, we want him to enjoy his retirement. As any of you know that watch this video, you'll have seen the update I did about his back end going. It's just, you know, old doggy. And well, his back end's not getting any better. So he's slowing right down. Now, a couple of days ago, I took him out near to home, let him have a little run off. He only run off for about a couple 100 metres, and when he came back, his hips were wide and open, and he was in pain. You know, we've got pain relief for him. I am taking him out still, but it's just little ones aren't blocked. So unfortunately, from this video onwards, there will be no more Doctor. But, you know, we'll mention him, we'll bring him up where we can. And we don't know when the weather gets warmer. It might get better. Now you know what's happening with Doctor. As I say, from these videos onwards, there will be just me exploring, whether it's somewhere old and historical, or maybe I might start to go to more touristy destinations, Bankfield Museum, Royal Armouries, things like that. You let me know. You tell me what you'd like me to see. Right. So what we're going to do, because believe it or not, despite walking from all on there to here to film this little segment, I'm still not sure if we can get round the back of this building. So, is it by TV magic? It'll be. Well, that's a real shame. We're around the back of the building, and I don't think there's a way that we can see inside. Not even through windows or anything. But you know what? I'm a Yorkshireman. Takes a lot for me to quit. So let's have a look anyway. Because on my previous video, there's a bit just up there where I say it looks like our little monkey mate is leading us down this way or something. Somebody's blocked it off. So somebody's clearly had a watch of this video and gone, hey up, hang on a minute. Now, obviously, if anybody should turn up and be like, oh you mate, it's a fair cop. Cheek is one thing, getting in a bother is a definite no-no. Anyway, let's have a look up there and see what we can see. We cannot get into this building in any capacity unless we could fly and jump over the roof. And I'm not quite giving up yet, because there may be something we can see at least through that window. So let's head over. Yeah, access to this building is 99.99999%, which is a real shame. But let's just see if we can see anything, even if it's just a glimpse of nothing. Just had a thought. It's all fine and well having a look up through here. I hope there's no like homeless people in there, and I'm not going to disturb them. If there are and you can hear me, I'm just filming for YouTube. If you want me to go away, speak now. I'm sure if I'm encroaching on the privacy, if there is anyone in there, they'll let me know. Alright then, let's see what we can see. Well, I'm not sure what I thought we would find in here. The building I thought I could get into. It's going to be what I imagine. Around there would be the ticket office. I'm quite pleased to see at least some of what's in here. I'm not sure how much of it is old train station and how much of it was changed for the Working Horse Museum and whatever else it's been over the years. Now I dare say that this is, so you can see there's like a dip there, so I reckon that would have been a railway platform. But yeah, this really is quite fascinating stuff. I'm doing my best to get you, to show you as much of this as I can. So while I didn't get into the building and we didn't have an explore that way, there is at least a way to have a look around through this way. Now we've got steps there, that's interesting, but as I say, cheeky is one thing. I don't feel confident enough to get through this window, plus that great big bloody drop there. It's a real shame we can't get in here. I can understand why they don't want people getting in here. Homeless problem for one thing, vandalism for another. It's a real shame. But I am chuffed to high hell that we could at least get a look through. We could at least see a little bit of what is in there. Now, one last thing, and I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but from what I've seen online, there is very little. In fact, I think this place may have been decommissioned, at least as a railway station. Still a goods yard for some time. There is almost no videos. No more videos, of course there's no videos. No photos online of this place. So I may be the only one, and I'm sure if you've seen other YouTubers or anyone else, please do let me know. But I may be the only one to have documented this place as much as I've done over the last couple of months. Not as good as I thought, but better than I expected when we actually got this far, right to this point where we are now. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed. Is there anyone out there watching this that could let me have access into that building? I genuinely mean that. I think that would be great. That'd be great for me, be great for the channel, and it'd be great for you lot watching it. So if you know anyone that can get us into this building, I know it's a long shot, please send them my way. Get them to comment below. We can start a dialogue up, swap emails, swap phone numbers, whatever. Small chance you're going to be anyone that can do that. But if you can, please do. Please. Let's head back that way and see what else we can see. So I thought, go on then, we'll have one little explore around this bit, and I'm looking around and it's mostly all overgrown and under tarmac and under car park and whatever, and I'm thinking we ain't ever going to see anything. And I'm looking through this little clearing in bushes here and I see something and I go on then. And then I mean, just look at this, Look at that. That is proof, if it were needed, that the railway somehow ran through here. We've got the very active, very live line just there through that fence. This was part of the older things. So if you know what these are, please do let me know. But as I say, that just gives further proof that there was at least a little something here to do with the railway line. Fascinating stuff. Just goes to show, you see, sometimes a little bit of research and then a little tiny bit of adventure and you can find truly amazing stuff. Now I think this used to be goods sheds here. There used to be a goods yard here. There's a photo that I saw taken from about here, and as you can see to the right is where B&M is now, which is where the goods shed was. Goods sheds were, I think it's from the 80s, and it shows it from just down there on the main road. So thanks for watching. It's been an actually pretty good video. Living twigs on my hands. Without much further ado, I shall say thanks for watching, and we'll catch you at the seaside. Ooh. Choo choo. Yeah, okay. I thought the railway line was higher than it is. Alright, see you later. Does anybody know what this is? It's, as you can see, just behind Nestle. If you're old like me, you'll know it is around Tree Max. Now, I was led to believe that this area, this grassy bit you can see in front here, was where the Halifax lock terminated. It came all the way from Salter Ebble, which, as you know, is way down there, that leads to the Rochdale Canal. So, you know, quite an important place. And I can kind of imagine that this would have been terminus wharf for the canal, because to the left through the railings is where the canal would have terminated the wharf, and up there is the train station, also the old train station. So the goods are being lifted from here up there, or vice versa.